Thursday's English. So what we want to do today is we're going to listen to a personal recount, a swapping story. You're going to look at my plan for my swapping story. Then you're going to write your own plan for a swapping story and do a first draft. Okay. So the plan is below. You can see it there. And I've thought about the characters that I'm going to have in my story. There's me, Amy, my friend, my mum, and Amy's brother. Okay, obviously this happened a long time ago. What I swapped, so I didn't swap a goldfish for my dad. I swapped my bike for a huge bag of chocolate, bar of chocolate and a bag of sweets. But my mum obviously got furious. When I went, the problem, because every story has to have a problem, I went back to swap my bike back, but when Amy went to get it, it was gone. Couldn't find it anywhere. I was going to be in big trouble. And then the resolution, we found it outside the library because her brother had borrowed it to take a book back. And the ending, I never swapped again. So that's my story plan. For me to tell you a personal recount or write a personal recount, I need to include some of the features of personal recount. So I need to write it from my point of view, the first person, I, me, we, my, our. I need to have the past tense because it's something that's happened. I need to use adjectives to describe things and adverbs for time, like first, next, then, after that, meanwhile, those sort of things. And I can include dialogue, I said, she said. Okay. And it's a really good idea if I can include some of the feelings in it, because that makes it more personal. Okay. So my story goes something like this. Last Wednesday, I went round to my friend Amy's house. I went on my bike. It was an old battered red bike, but it was mine and I was quite proud of it. When I got there, Amy pulled out a huge bar of chocolate and an enormous bag of sweets. Oh, I was so jealous. I thought, I need those sweets. So I said to Amy, Amy, will you swap? She said, maybe. What do you want to swap? Eventually, she's looked at my bike, my battered red bike. I'll swap you this chocolate and these sweets for your bike. Oh, yes, I said. I went home, walking quickly. Mum said, where's your bike? Where? Oh, I said. Where is your bike? Said Mum. Then I showed her the chocolate and the sweets. I swapped it for these. Oh, young lady, said my mum, you need to go straight back and swap them back. I went back and I told Amy how cross my mum was. And she agreed to swap back. I gave her the chocolates and the sweets. And then she went to get my bike. When she came back, her face was pale. Oh, she said. What? I said. It's gone, she said. What do you mean gone? I screamed. We hunted everywhere for that bike. We looked up and down the road, round the garden, all the way to the library. There it was. And as we walked up to it, Amy's brother came out of the library. He'd been and taken it. Oh, I'm sorry, he said. I only borrowed it. Whew, I was so glad I got it back. I got straight on my bike, went straight home, and I never swapped again. That was my story. And what I want you to do now is I want you to plan your story. So have a look through my plan again, and then you can see Here is a blank. You've got a blank one in your pack, or here is a blank one for you to write your own story. Think about who your characters are going to be. What are you going to swap? What's going to go wrong? And how does the problem get solved? And then your ending. Okay. I think you will do an amazing job of this. Don't forget to put the first, next, later, after in. Don't forget to be I and me. You've got today to do your story plan and your first draft, and it says you can use crossing outs. It's only a draft, so you can do a bit of paper. Okay. Try and include some of the personal recount features in your story. Add things, because tomorrow your task is to write it out in best. Okay. Make sure you read it out loud to check it makes sense. Good luck, and I'll speak to you later.